I've got the Naked Fusion mixed up and have been letting it sit for about 4 minutes. It's actually not that full of bubbles tonight. If I let it sit for a few minutes longer, those bubbles may actually disappear, but it's already midnight and I would like to go to bed. I've been cleaning and cleaning. So, for our first color, this thing's almost empty. Crud. It's going to be white, obviously. This is Let's Resin white. And we're going to mix in, I shook this before, but I'll shake it again just to Piñata alcohol ink white. And put about 6 drops. 7. And just for shits and giggles, some blue micro beads. I don't usually play with micro beads, so I'm not really sure how much I want in there. Yeah, that's enough. I don't want it to be overpoweringly blue. Alright. So those are the 3. And I like these plastic stir sticks, because I could just wipe them off and reuse them. I don't want to stir too fast and put more bubbles in there like I just did. Crud. So, it's kind of a soft white, which is alright. That's the alcohol working with the pigment. For a second color, I don't know why I shook it, it's powder. Bend down. This is color shifting pigment, mica powder from Let's Resin. And I just realized I hadn't opened this yet. I have such problems with the smallest things. Alright, so I want that pretty solid, so I'm going to put a lot in there. And one more. When I say I want that solid, I want it totally opaque. The color shifting pigment on this, it says silver, but I see a lot of gold, bronze. Okay. And we've got dark blue for our next color, also from Let's Resin. Two. I have this piled up on shelving because I am short. Underneath this, there's actually a plastic storage tub. I have to be careful to pay attention to what I'm doing because I tend to double dip my spoons like an idiot. Okay. And next is going to have white microbeads. Alcohol ink, always shake it up. And if you think you're done, shake it up for a few seconds more. Sapphire blue. Let's Resin. Now this, I don't really want that dark, so it looks like I'm putting a lot. No, but with my hands, the way they shake, I'm trying to get 5 dots out. I think I got 5. All right. That's gonna be pretty. And this last one. You don't know how much I debated over this last color. I'm going to use Let's Resin white mica powder. I like Let's Resin, but I'm used to using Baltic Bay. But I love Let's Resin also. I'm always pushing Baltic Day. It's just because I have so much of it. I love it. Okay. Let's the spoon clean. And I've got some ice resin opal crystals. So this is crystal opal. I've got silver opal, blue opal. I have several of the opals, obviously. I like it. I'm hoping I made the right choice on this color. I need this to tie in with the shimmer on there. That should be enough. I hope. See, I almost did it. I almost double dipped. Put glitter in my microbeads, of which I'm using silver microbeads, and I'm only going to put like 2 scoops. Why? I don't know. Just cuz. Alright. I did that without spilling it. Alright. I'm going to stir this offside for a second. I don't know if you could still see it. Smash the powders into the side just to make sure they get mixed in properly. And you don't want mica in clumps in your work. Okay, here's one. Scrape the sides because your mica will stick to the sides until it's mixed. Get it off of your stir stick. Gosh darn it. See what I mean about it sticking to your stick? Okay. That's how pretty that one is. Look at that. Once again, I apologize for my shaky hands. Nothing I can do about it, brother. Sister, whoever's watching. Alright, now these have micro beads in it, so I gotta make sure to stir it up before I go to pour to make sure that's mixed in. I probably put too much. I don't know. Normally I wouldn't use the clear cups, but I want to be able to show you guys what's going on with all the goodies I added. I don't know if you could see this one. Shift colors, that's kind of cute. Yeah, look at that, it's settled. That's alright. Because once I pour it, it'll settle into the bottom of the mold, and when we flip it, those beads will be on top. If I didn't want them to do that as much, I could have waited for the resin to set up more to where it was thicker. Scrapey, scrapey, scrape. Looks like I made a good call on that white combination here. Okay, looks alright. Now, I'm going to move these off to the side. Reuse these things. They can be expensive. Okay, before you go on, you need to make sure your mold is clean, and I could see I missed something right there. The outside, I don't care if it's clean, but the inside, that's a completely different animal. Yeah, where'd it go? If you see something in there, tape will get it out. I wiped down my molds beforehand with alcohol prep pads. Made sure my table was level. I have an app on my phone. Now, which one do I want to pour first? I think I want to pour a more solid white. So, I got it go. I probably could have just puddle poured it, but yeah, let's do that. I'm not sure if I'm going to fast forward this or not, so probably not, because I like to go back and watch these too. All right, one down. And the reason I poured the whole thing is because I want that to run into the outside. This is the alcohol ink, Sapphire blue. Puddle it right in the center. Auto pour, dirty pour, my two favorites. And I'm just starting to learn how to do flow art with paint. Oh, it's very cool. I haven't got to where I'm willing to do it publicly yet, but stay tuned. Man, we gotta break this up. I forgot to mention I kept some clear. Alright, I made sure it was level. Why is it running off? Son of a biscuit. I gotta fix that. Best laid plans and all. Now, there we go. That should flow better. Which actually may have been a happy accident because It'll just give it more of a random look. Alright, I'm okay with that. Now, we've got to mix up the white that had the blue micro beads. A little from up top because I want it to spread. Blue Mica. I'm glad I mixed up that, or left that clear side. Clear side. I'm glad I left some clear to the side. Because my stirring spatula. This is my second favorite one. I don't know why I didn't grab my favorite one, which is a black silicone. I call it Black Betty. Ram Lam. And if you don't know that song, we can no longer be friends. Obviously mixed up way more than I needed. It's okay. Maybe I mixed up just enough. Alright. Before it tops off completely, you need to hit it with a couple things. First off, I forgot this. Since the molds are the kind with that little rim, you need to take something very carefully work those air bubbles out of there. I'm still finding out the best way to do that. So far, I like this little stick that I have. A couple of them. I have a little purple one and a little white one. All right. And then kind of give them little subtle differences. But they'll still all obviously be tied in because of the colors. Didn't look like I had a lot of air in there, but on the off chance there was, better safe than sorry. Especially if you're putting additives in it like crushed up glass or stones. Be really careful with that. I guess that wasn't that different. Don't ever drag a pointed object or anything across the every time. Don't drag anything like that across the bottom of your mold because you will jack it up. I can already tell I'm probably going to have to do a lot of sanding because I should have cleaned those rims out before. Right now, wipe hands. I gotta hurry, I got about 5-10 minutes left. This is just to warm it up. I'm gonna hit it with hard air in a second. Now, I'm not wearing a mask right now because I'm talking to you, but I think this is the last time I'm going to do that. For my next video, I'm going to do voiceovers because I have bad lungs and I can't be doing this, so I hope you all understand. Okay. That's what I wanted. Ah, there it is. Okay. Still. Now, I have to top them off. I don't know if this needs to be said, but do not torch your molds. If you think you can do it and get away with it, good luck. And if you can, right on. But I have gone through so many molds because I jack them up. Now remember, resin contracts away from the edges. That's why we get those indented lips. I'm trying to stay out of the camera's way. I got a do-rag on my head and keep my hair out of my resin. I love sapphire blue. You know, I mixed up 14 ounces of resin, and I thought I would have at least an ounce left over. I probably would if I didn't mess around so much. Ah, there it is. That's where I lost it. So I have been stressing all day and night, or night and day I should say, on how these are going to turn out. Because I was so thrilled at how nice these look. I don't know if you can see that. It really does look like a hurricane, and I wanted a swirly pattern, but I didn't know it was going to come out like a hurricane that you could see from outer space. That is pretty cool. So anyway, I'm stressing out over this because I just love that. The micro beads I put in, I realized when I came to check these out, I don't see any micro beads at all. So there's probably a big layer of them, and I'm worried it's going to have blocked the beautiful design. Okay, and yep. That's a lot of micro beads. They're sparkly. I don't know which. I know I like this side better. It's okay if this is going on because I told you these are for a project. Alright, here we go. Yeah. I'm not thrilled with that. More of this. It's pretty, except for that where I went like that. That wouldn't have happened if I didn't put those stupid micro beads in there. Which they're not stupid. It has its own charm to it. I was going for that thing from Twister with Dorothy with all the balls. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, it does look cool if you look at it from an angle. I don't know if... It looks very 3D. The different colored micro beads pop up. Anyway, that's that. I'm not done working on these, but I don't know if you're interested in watching the rest. I'm gonna keep filming in case you are, but these were actually for a friend, and I'm not too worried about the almost mess I made inside, because she asked for some Dodgers coasters. So I'm going to put these stickers on there, and then I'm going to encase it in resin. Oh, I just love that. I'm going to make these again. Probably tonight. Anyway. So, before I do that, since I've been handling them, alcohol prep pad. Whoop, wait a second. That's dry. What the heck? Okay. I don't want my fingerprints showing up. Okay. I was talking, following a thread on one of the resin groups on Facebook, and the topic was looking at something, the more you look at it, the more you hate it, or looking at something, the more you love it. First, I kind of hated these. The more I look, I'm realizing after I put those stickers on there, it's really going to be a cool background, and they have the option of flipping it. So it's a double-sided coaster. So that's pretty cool. Alright. There's a 1/2 ounce of clear. In each of these cups. One. Two. Put 12. And 4. I'm trying to minimize my messiness tonight. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so now that that's on there, we just got to maneuver it to the edges. I suppose I could just help it along. Whoa, why do I keep doing that? I have to concentrate on doing this. Talk amongst yourselves. The crisis in the Middle East. Discuss. Is that the only one? No. And that's that, you guys. That's all I'm going to do to them. I'm going to put them to sit overnight and then send them off to my friend in the morning. And they're going to look exactly like that. So that's it. Remember to like and subscribe. I am brand new to making these videos and I am still trying to figure it all out. So thank you for bearing with me. Join me on my journey and I'll see you on the next video.